Hey guys, this is my week 2 review of the Charlie Mike program. I'm just going to go day by day and talk about a few of the highlights and a few of the things that stuck out to me during the program. Week 2, first of all, week 2 was definitely more challenging than week 1. Yeah, let's just go from there. So day 8, which was the first day of week 1, took a long time to do. I'm not exactly sure why it took so long, but it took me about an hour and 15 minutes, and that's long. Most of the workouts generally take around 45 minutes to an hour, and for some reason this one just took way longer. The windmills, I don't know what I was doing wrong with the windmills, but I ended up pulling my left lower back muscle. It really sucked. Yeah, I wasn't even doing that heavy of a weight with the windmill. I don't know if my form was messed up or anything like that, but it definitely puts a damper in the rest of your week. So just pay attention to how you're feeling when you're doing the windmill, because I don't know, I was doing something very wrong. Let's see here. Okay, so one thing you're going to notice as you go through this program is that Ashley Horner loves burpees. Last week when I did burpees, it was for day 1 actually, and there were 10 burpees, 3 rounds, and I was doing military burpees. There's a day in here, it's actually day 11, where you will do 2 rounds of, so it includes wall balls, man makers, which are weird, and 50 burpees, and you're going to do that twice. That's 100 burpees. Pay attention to the bodybuilding.com video on how to do burpees, because if you're like me and you were taught how to do burpees the military way, 50 burpees, first of all, is impossible by itself. Never mind 2 rounds of 50 burpees. Just forget it. It's not going to happen. Learn the bodybuilding.com way of doing these burpees, because they're brutal, and you're going to hate life on day 11 when you have to do 2 rounds of these 50 burpees. It's insane. But you're going to find later on throughout her entire program, I've looked ahead already, I shouldn't have, but she loves burpees. So just get ready, just get prepared, learn how to do bodybuilding.com style burpees from here on out, because you're going to need to know how to do them correctly, or just don't do them. I don't know. It's insane. She loves her burpees though. Let's see. Front squats. Day 13 was finding your max front squat. So week 1, she went through how to find your max rep, and just do the same thing with the front squat this day. I'm really awkward with these. It doesn't matter which way I hold the bar, whether I hold it like this, like she wants you to do, or like this. It's just really awkward for me. It puts a lot of strain on my shoulders right here. That's just not, I hate them. So I'm going to have to work on those a lot. But I didn't really push myself as far as weight goes. I ended up getting 95, which is pretty decent for front squat max. But it's mostly because of my shoulders and the pressure it puts on my shoulders. It's just rough for me. Let's see. What else we got here? So day 13, I didn't finish day 13. I got pretty far. I got through number 1 and number 2 and the first round of circuit on number 3. But beyond that, I stopped. I was exhausted. And yeah, so from here on out, actually, I'm going to have to modify the program just a little bit because I am actually pregnant. So, and I found that out yesterday. So from here on out, I'm going to have to modify it a little bit and focus less on the fat burning cardio portion of it. And I'm just going to do each circuit like I'm doing sets in a gym rather than for time, because I don't need to be burning any fat. I just need to be maintaining my muscle. So I'm going to modify it just slightly for my own benefit, for my own goals, and not really for the fat burning portion that Ashley Horner has designed the quick circuit conditioning to be, because I don't need that. So today, with that in mind, I did all the circuits like sets. I rested in between each set, took my time and paid attention to my form more than speed or just getting it done. And then at the end, rather than doing 400-meter sprints as part of the circuit, I just combined them all into a mile run at the end, a mile jog. So that worked well for me. I didn't feel too exhausted or anything like that, but it was still challenging and I still pushed myself. So I just had to modify it a little bit. I got to take it a little easier now that I got somebody else to think about other than myself. So, couple notes, things that I had to modify because I wasn't able to actually use them in the gym were battle ropes. My home gym, I don't have battle ropes, and the gym at work also doesn't have battle ropes. So what I did instead was I just took 2 5-pound plates, and I just assumed the battle rope stance and did the battle rope motion and tried to make sure that I got that whatever aerobic motion down. And it was still pretty challenging. I definitely got that burn in my shoulders and just like the steady kind of form building throughout my whole body that I think is the purpose of the battle ropes. So maybe that will work for you. I didn't really find any other alternative exercise to do instead of battle ropes. So I just kind of made that one up and it seemed to work pretty well. The other one that I still struggle with are wall runs. My shoulders just aren't there. So rather than that and risk falling on myself, I did inchworms. And inchworms, you keep your feet on the ground and you just kind of inch forward. Well, I guess I can demonstrate. This is an inchworm. So you start here, and then you just go out. You crawl out. And then once you crawl out, you go push up, and then you crawl back up. As far as you can possibly go. And then inch yourself back down. So, not exactly a wall run, but definitely still challenging, and it still got that muscle stimulation that the wall run gives you. Just a little safer and a little less advanced than an actual wall run, because I can't do those. Other than that, I don't really, that's about it. I'm going to keep with the program, and I will see you guys next week for my week 3 review.